The Netherlands and water are connected as friends and enemies. The country has fought its fight against the water, conquered and got conquered. When the sun gets out, people enjoy the beautiful beaches as the love of couples on their first date. The love for the sea is almost immeasurable on the one hand, but destructive on the other. The beaches, oceans and streets are covered with plastic, and the question arises when the love for the sea is being overruled by the plastic enemy. The question arises why people are not caring for something they love, why they are not willing to change their consumption, and why they don't care about the natural environment. The seas belong to the Dutch culture, and they should be preserved. Policies on plastic waste are not sufficiently supportive for a better future, and therefore this friendship should be reconsidered in its behavior. Behavioral change is needed for a better future, and we will tell you how to change. We've looked at the national scale of plastic waste, but these problems can also be found on a regional scale. The Hack University of Applied Sciences, a place where they teach us how to be sustainable and encourage us to measure our ecological footprint, is a good example of the plastic problems in daily life. Today, there are still many issues related to plastic at THUAS. Problem number 1 is that there is a lot of different waste used by students and teachers. However, there is only one bin it can be thrown into. No trash division at the place with young, environmentally aware people who could definitely make use out of it, leading to less or no recycling. Students usually don't realize how many plastic they use and throw away. Hundreds of plastic cola bottles and sandwich packages disappear in the same trash cans every day. Another problem is a consequence of the aforementioned one. These packages can often be found in the water in front of the school, which disturbs the animal life. In the end, the animal life, especially the birds, can suffer from this pollution on a large scale. It takes a long time for plastic to disappear in nature. To be exact, 50 years for cans and car tires, between 75 and 80 years for chips bags, and 500 years for plastic bottles. Generations will enjoy the presence of your chips bag, even when you're not there anymore. Problem number 2. There are absolutely no alternatives in the cafeteria or the Lighthouse Cafe for plastic cutlery or plates. In order to tackle the environmental problems, it has to change. There are solutions to these issues. First of all, special bins for plastic must be installed. This makes the separation between plastic and other waste easier and allows recycling. Idea number 2. One can stimulate the use of own reusable cups by giving rewards for their use, such as discounts. For example, if you bring your own cup, you receive 10% discount on your beverage when you ask the cashier to use it. Also, reusable water bottles such as Dopper instead of single-use plastic bottles should be promoted at the canteen and Lighthouse Cafe. For the cutlery problem, there must be alternatives such as metal cutlery and plates. In this case, students and teachers could decide to eat there or to take away. The unnecessary use of plastic lids must also be reduced. This can be done by placing small signs with messages such as "Do you really need me?" There is also another solution which comes from India. Cutlery made out of rice, millet and wheat has a shelf life of 3 years and contains no preservatives. When not consumed, they decompose after 4 to 5 days. The cutlery comes in different flavors, which could make it more attractive to students. Plastic is a big issue, but if we stop waiting for someone to solve it for us and start taking the problem into our own hands, things could change rapidly. It's the small communities that set examples, which can lead to a revolution. We are responsible, and we have to realize it.